That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? The warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second down, Flacco now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Here's a first down run with Collins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's carry number 1 for Kevin Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's Collins. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Collins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Pushing through the contact. High throw, but the catch is made. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dancing towards the ball. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run. It's Dixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A dump off for Dixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and goal, Dixon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's 15-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, now look at 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to punt, and that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Gone, 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 gone. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. This is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
No. Check. Patriot.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And just shutting him off there. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And now it's second down. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And
the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gone!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Jackson. Right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. Boom!
Again, Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, Jackson, Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. He can run, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time, doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have it split.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer. This
game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On third down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Now, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing now is Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.